always love a good nose start. Nose button push. You're welcome. Here we are. Here's my outfit. I know what you're thinking, or I can guess. What in the goddess blessed universe is she doing? Wearing, like, fur? We're setting records for heat out here. Don't worry, I'm gonna take it off soon. Record-setting heat. She's got some crazy, like, Sunset Boulevard crazy fur going down, and this Jessica Rabbit-ish, very sparkly red gown, and a sort of puritanical witch trial hat. Bonnet. A bonnet that is also a hat. And what will the neighbors think of me if they randomly walk by? Which of course they will, because they only do when I look like this. Spider ring. These are all veiled references. I'm very vague and misty and fog machine with this one. And I would venture to guess that, save for the title, maybe, all of the other clues, I don't even think this person could guess who they are, or that they would. That's how etched in the web of vagueness I'm gonna be about it, but maybe not. Maybe I'm being blatant and I don't even know it, darling. I'm ready for my clothes. I want to do a theatrical version of that. I want to go that deep into Crazyville. It would be a good time. It really would. Mr. DeMille. It's good stuff. Oh, doodles are coming off. So I was, in fact, Jessica Rabbit when I was like 18. Oh, and the shoes. I mean, I have to do some justice to the shoes. That's why I kind of wanted this involved. So it could be really impressive stuff like this. Wait for it. Hey, you will not go crazy. I'm letting you be in the video. You will not act like a crazy man. You have got to be kidding me. This dog is not going to make me chase him down. Gizmo, no! Gizmo! Okay. Hold on. I might have to catch him. Gizmo! Hey! I'll make you go inside. I'll make you go inside. Gizmo. Hey. Hey. Don't leave me now. Hey, you! No. Okay. This is just crazy. He's gonna be a wild man. I guess he's just gonna be a wild man Jones. Maybe if we just act like we don't see him being a wild man Jones, he will cease to be. Any hooter. I was the bad Miss Rabbit herself at about 18. Too young to be working where I was working, hustling margaritas and watching lots of grown folks in my community get real wasty. And boy, did I work the Miss Voluptuosity. Why don't you do right like other men do? That's right. It was a good time. It was a good time being a teen angel. Feeling very Angelina right now. Okay, this will not do. You cannot be freaking out on my video. Hey! This terrier. I don't know what to do. He's being a troublemaker. Stop being a troublemaker. I don't know if that's gonna work. So, veiled references. Hey! Come here! opportunity. Huzzah! Yes. This child is too wild. Give me 5 seconds. Don't go anywhere. What? It's a long 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Being too rowdy. Get in here. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Oh, don't give up on me. Did you give up on me? Don't give up on me. We've got a lot of this glitter coming off though. I'm gonna have to show you when I can get a close up, but the old shiny mare just ain't what she used to be, so she's losing her blingies. What about this? Primarily so I could be Sir Galahad to myself and give myself a red log. It's very Twin Peaks. The red log. I'm gonna also bring you closer to me because the sun is blinding and precariously like right all up in it for us right now. So we're gonna kind of hide behind this bush. And get very close. We're going to become very close very quickly. Actually, I'm going to turn you like this actually. More to the fact. So that I just do not have to stare directly. I really wanted you to see the prongs. Okay, sorry, we're getting creative. I wanted you to be involved in the prongs. Drop my drink. Everything, my drink has grass on it now. Everything I'm doing, I planned. I rehearsed it 50 times. It's been rehearsed all day. It's all planned. So yeah, you're in the prongs now. Actually, and there's more wood behind us. So it's even more symbology, symbiotic poetry, symmetrical analogies. Whew. Okay, so we're at a little bit of a Little Mermaid angle. So we'll get you a little bit more with our head, face. Okay, head, face. Shoulders, knees, and toes. Whew. Need to get my bonnet back on so I like shape up. It's hard to know how to sit on a pronged. There we go. You just use the prongs you're given. And you just like that. Okay, I am gonna lose it because it's way too hot. But veiled metaphors of things that came before. Yeah. So, if you're new to the game, if this is your first Teal's the Real Deal video, here's how swipe poetry works. I like to think I invented it. I still think that I did. Or, if I didn't, if it is a thing like, Ethan Hawke's character in Waking Life talks about people, same ideas popping up everywhere, If you know, then you know. Maybe it's that kind of thing. But I like to think I invented Swipey in its most distinct, complex form that I made it. Or that if I didn't, and there's other people out there doing it, I tapped into it very deeply. And it produces some strangely accurate psychological assessments. So if you're new here, if you just started here, it's your first day, swipiness works like this. I think of someone, in this case, it's from a dream, which isn't my fault. Dreams aren't our faults. They are getting into the vaults of the labyrinths that are our minds, and they unwind shit that we cannot possibly predict or know the source of most of the time. They're wild things, and I live lifetimes and other people's lifetimes and go into people that I know. I go into their heads and their memories and become historical figures and bend time and morph, break into a million pieces, come back together as a puzzle put together by a child. All kinds of things happen. So it's not our fault. But when a message of someone is coming through in whatever form of heavy it is, and I can't ignore it, I play this sort of energetic game of chance where I go into the person's number in my phone and begin to compose a text. So it's the teeny little text box, and I just swipe wildly with the old thing on the swiper. I don't know how anyone can have a phone without swipe. This is the only way I can communicate in the full sentences that I still, as a person, wish to communicate in. I know that's not a popular way, but I still do it, gotta say. So, just wild swiping, thumb or forefinger. Sometimes I like to get real crazy and go pinky just to see what's the linkies. What linkies do I create with my pinkies? And gold pours out. And the exciting thing is that usually and my phone kind of knows me, so I've invented a lot of words and it holds on to my invented words, so every once in a while one will pop up that I'm like, oh, I made up that word, and you remembered it, phone robot. Sometimes they do love you and don't feel angry that you're just a corrupt corporate tool of planned obsolescence and make me spend like $1,000 more times than I need to. But I love you sometimes, girl. I really do. I really do love you as well sometimes. So she kind of knows me in that way where she plucks thoughts from my mind and weaves thoughts together really well. But I also always get the choice of like between 1 and 5 words. The phone robot will be like, well, based on your swiping, you could do this, 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 or this. So it just comes together and weaves and evolves in this way that's like the creme brulee of poetry, and I really like it, and I am doing it more and more. Because in this expanse of not seeing people have been on my mind, and not facing things with people, and not, energetically being in the same room as anyone. You start to long in these different weird ways for whatever. Things undone, things that never got buttoned up, things that always just seem to swish around in there, like mouthwash for your brain, dreams, etc. Deja vus, songs that keep coming on the radio. Show you more red. Let's get more red. Log lady. Let's do this. Hey. Yeah. So I've done quite a few that I really like, and they're always mysteriously, deliriously, like, intrinsically woven to whomsoever the person is. And it's real weird, like things that I just don't know how the symbiosis between my phone robot and I don't know how they psychically get these things from me, literally not even looking at the screen most of the time, and just bloop, and it creates this complexity. And if you've seen other swipies, I find all kinds of words I never knew existed, and oftentimes they fit in just so, and they're brand new to me. And I love word worship. It's my favorite kind of reverence to have, is for the way we can just increase the quality of the fabric of life just with words, and people barely use them anymore. OMW, TTFN, I don't know, acronyms for days. I can't think of any. I can't be a cool Gen Zer and think of a bunch of acronyms right now, but I shall give you poetry instead. So, like this. This was also part of the reference. It's got earth hanging to it. It's got earth on it. I had to audition for something yesterday, and I could not think of Scottish to save my life until I left. And then I was like, oh, there's a Scottish accent in my brain. Couldn't find it anywhere before that. Ooh, this is a saucy ring. It's more like that thing, eh? Ah, it's a trip. Flip of the switch, it's a trip indeed. So, that's what we have here. Oh, of course. Oh my goodness. Speaking of pinkies, let's just do it all. Let's finish it off like that. Yep, love it. What was that? Sip, sip. Okay, darlings. So there's another hint if you're counting, but nobody, it's a riddle you won't likely solve. So we'll just give it to you. But yeah, I'm always interrupting myself with a new thought. I was explaining swipiness. If you're new to swipiness, the reason it's dangerous, it's a dangerous game, is because if you've ever swiped inside that tiny little text box, the send arrow is just right there. It's a whisper away. In fact, sometimes I get sleepy when I'm doing swipey, sleepy, and like the action of it, because I tend to make them quite long sometimes. I like get on a roll. It's like I'm winning at betting, and I'm just like, yeah, more weird words that somehow work together. Ugh, creature, leave me. Banished. And so the send arrow is nigh. It is quite close, in the near distance from your finger. And so you could send at any minute. And usually I like to do them between the hours of like midnight to 3 in the morning, you know, so it's even like weirder, because if you sent this, that person would be like, what? But it has to be in the person's text box for it to be inspired by anyone in particular or anything in particular. And I've tried to do swipe poems just with the thought in, you know, a notes thing or whatever, documenty type thing. And it just doesn't come out the same. It doesn't come out the same way as being right there in the thicket. Like you could expose your absolute weirdness at any moment. In a whisper of time, you could expose it all. And they'd probably be like, oh, that's Teal. If they knew me at all, that's what they would probably think. Anyone who knew me, well, would think that. But, wow, that's a pretty rock. See, I get distracted by my own thoughts, but honestly, like, that's a good rock. It's a great rock. Okay. Woo! Woo! So classy, I know. So classy. Yeah, so, swipe-tastic. I'll give you some. Then we'll be done, because the sun, it's baking me. It's like evening time, and it's beach weather. I guess I'll give you my eyes. It seems more like, you know, like we're here together, and you're in it, and I'm in it, and you have my eyes. It's titled, Hardwood Floors and Sword Swallowers. Crossing back, feather-saddled design, ketchup, brick, causal, brick, casual. I'm gonna start over so that I'm in it. Sometimes I just need to be a little bit more in it. And my butt is doing a weird thing, just so you know. It's hard to be in it when, like, your butt is at a downslide. It's just kind of a kind of feeling, but we're good. I like the position. We're on the 3. We're on the prongs, so we'll jump in again. My foot doesn't know how to be either. That's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that my foot doesn't know how to be. I'm afraid there's creatures down there, though, in the nook, don't you think? Like, there could potentially... Oh, my. See, it's just like heels aren't designed to actually be in. You can't really be a person in them at all. And it's hot, so you can't blame me for my floppishness, being a bit floppy right now. We're fine. Take 2. Ready for my close-up. Hardwood floors and sword swallowers. Crossing back, feather-saddled design, catch up, brick, casual, sadistic catnip crush, basic mindset, mixed effusion junction, fantastic festival, normalcy building addict, sheathing logistics, definitely Martian resin, needing laughter, earth shaker tribunal, height gaining, greed matters, mattress bitchin' goddess, terrific numb vicinity liftoff, negotiable minded, crushing juicy, messaged believing hidden morning's kiss feedings, detergent narcissism, graffiti screen, grassy larks, reaction jacket handful, reservoir thighs, thunderbolt ignited, human minstrels gotta focus, Listen, monsters. Forcing layers, restrain often. Orchid buzzed, lantern igniter, leftovers. Linguistic seducing hum. Guided hugging. Intense heathen beach moves, lighthouses, heartache batches, bunches exhibit sexual gardening. Fattening Barbie, burgundy tattoos, trendier decisions, garage band magnetism, ravish credits, breathier jiggle, grapevine feeding, mainstream junction festoon, oftentimes hatching whereabouts, harvesters refresh, searching revision, battening Batman eyelash baby-faced gravity, freestanding freshness, justifiable fraidy cat, hardwood bargain, jumpstart beacon bisexuality, nightshades fragrances, heads up thinking hectic, hardcover harbor, gravitated cyber portal devices, sea change connection outlet, barefooted universe recital, labia versed, unnerving creativity, mischief freakishness, craving high decibel risk, unique gifts, hardwired hacker, beginner's guide decanter, bin cross, hardtack jackass, median greatness, catch-all justification, hell nebulas, liven freedom, defacing destined stuff, killer green keeps beautiful keen haircut feel, better venom, loosen, quicken, loudest crossbody midnight huntsman, mountain curriculum, greetings cartoon cool bananas, crystal gem tagged, learn lessons outside, mental kitten, Jurassic lightweight, scan crushed, intercessory huntress, victory's groundhog, just vendetta bungee, hybrid hostess, graceful guess, Halloween drunk, HTTPS Mercury, gracias, badum-ching, curtain, gotten guests hankering, been fussy, crybaby, in between, getting between, humdinger scenic searching, themed breathing, kitsch narcissus gauze, hustle charisma, hardened deals, kindness charging, mystify, myself, criticized, mannerism historian, logistical mysteries, yesterday's breakdown, gather night shift music, hiss discussion, mirror layers, lockdown materials, listen better, thieving diffusion, hurry, fascinating pushiness, lucid grandioso bucketful giving, having fun, deviant jagged beginners, laughingstock harvesting, bragging verb hinge gesturing, bragging verb hinge gesturing. I mean, I wish I made that up. I made that up not knowing I was making it up. Intercessory was the one new word I learned. It means praying or wishing for the good of someone else, which I do a lot of. So I really like that word quite a lot. Pretty sure I knew all the rest of them. But yeah, hey, one new word in a day, I will absolutely take it. And I really liked Just Vendetta Bungee. And it copies me. I mean, what was the other one? Oh, like, ching. Lost it. Yeah. Ching is, not a real word, but I use it a lot. So my phone started using it. And like, Victory's Groundhog. Because I use a lot. Oh, there's ching. And it's very long. Ching. So, my phone got that from me and threw it in the mix of words. And that's sweet, phone. That sort of kind of makes up for all the targeted marketing you do at me, you old so-and-so. So I'm going to go to the space where it's a little cooler than it is here, even though I'm here, so I know it's pretty cool. Oh, here come the horsies. Oh my gosh. You guys, we're going to get to close on the horsies. I think they're coming close. I think they're coming real close. Oh, I keep trying to show you them close, and then they like go too far away. So we're gonna try to end up the horses. Oh no, but they're in that field. I think you can see them pretty okay though. Let's go in close and see how. I hope you can see them. They're going off doing their thing. They always got really important horsey stuff to do. Whoa, there's me! Ah! Yeah, they're always just in such a horsey rush, and I'm like, you guys, come over and make my day, could ya? So I'll just lay my head on this red furry log and log out.